Chanyo ke nuwa wawasia Chineke mera mere Kawandiro gachanyo ke nuwa wawasia Chineke mera mere Kawandiro gachanyi ke nuwa wawasia Chineke mera mere Kawandiro gachanyo ke nuwa wawasia. Why you delay? Come and save your nation. Why you delay? Come and save your nation. Why you delay? Come and save your nation. Oh Biafra, why you delay? Why you delay? Come and save your nation. Why you delay? Come and save your nation. Why you delay? Come and save your nation. Oh Biafra, why you delay? bim-massob, bianu, unu bianu, unda mamiye, bianu, unu bianu, unda gozi, bianu, unu bianu. Iye kweka metu kwaraka wadae. Iye kweka metu kwaraka wadae. Bianu, unu kusina.
Therefore, before you utter a word to your fellow man, bite the word with your teeth and see how bitter it is. Remember, materials can be recycled, but words can never. Jealousy, oyite na oyite la, wam na yeme. Go on and many and Victor Banjo.
Gentlemen, please, you have to hang on. It's not square correct.
On the 11th of January 1970, Aba, Umuahia, Okigwe also fell to the federal troops. Refugee camps became notorious for their shallow graves, packed flies, hairlines, bed baths, and paripata, an obnoxious species of bark that defied even the effects of boiling water. Do you remember the proclamation of Biafra as a sovereign state was made on 30th of May 1967 with just 3,000 soldiers? But at the end of the war, more than 30,000 Biafran soldiers humbly laid down their arms. In the annihilation of a folk forced to determine its own destiny.
Okay, so let me watch it again. I watched it again.
Innocent young and old died in the name of God.
A company, Bunula Papa, Okamara Trigger, Mama, Sake, a company, Bunula Papa, a company, Bunula Papa, a company, Bunula Papa, Okamara Trigger, Mama, Sake, a company, Bunula Papa, a company.
We are broadcasting live from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International. We are very, very sorry. Let me say we must apologize to our numerous listeners for the breaking transmission that was due to the fact that we are trying to put across some of the technical abnormalities. So, we thank you once again for your patience. We ask you, you are quite welcome now to our evening broadcast, coming to you right now from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International. We are streaming live right now on YouTube. We are equally streaming live on Facebook as well as on our satellite link. You are now free to tune in. The system is on, the studio is equally on, and everything is functioning effectively. Right now, those on YouTube can get it, those on Facebook you can get it. Those who don't have any of the above, you can as well go through our link, voiceofbiafra.caster.fm. You will be with us live. Thank you very much for your patience, and you are welcome once again to this live broadcast coming to you from the Voice of Biafra International, Germany. I am Ikendo Bibiagono, your anchorman, and with me right now from Japan is Echezana Udeze. Likewise, from Biafra land, we have Sonny Babo Emmanuel. Both of them are there. And before now was Uchen Okeke from Benue State. Let me see if Uchen is still there with us. So, fellow gentlemen, you are welcome to the program. Please, Echezana, could you say hello to Biafrans who are already listening?
Hello, my people. Therefore, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. You are welcome to this program.
Thank you very much. Sonny, you are there. Could you say, please, hello to fellow Biafrans who are already listening to us?
Hello, my good people of Biafra. You are welcome for this very special program. You are welcome and God bless.
Thank you very much. Uchenna, okay, you're there with us?
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah, go on, please. Go on, please.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Good evening, friends of Biafrans and Biafrans all over the world. This is Uchenna Okeke calling from Makodi, Benue State. It's my pleasure to have you all in our tonight broadcast. God bless you.
Thank you very, very much for being with us. Like I said before, we must sincerely apologize to our listeners who have been waiting for us since. There was a technical problem. Good enough, we have been able to rectify that particular anomaly, and we are now on air. Now, fellow Biafrans, today we are going to discuss two things, two important things in this our struggle. Like you all know, the bim-massob family set up this radio station, of course, under the able and unpretentious leadership of Chief Dr. Wazike. So, this particular Voice of Biafra International was set up to inform our people, sensitize our people, mobilize our people. And in doing so, we must respect the human person. We must respect every individual. We must honor everybody. We are not here to disparage or insult anybody. We are not here to abuse anybody's sensibility. We pay respect to all, and that is why it is called the Voice of the People. Anybody from anywhere, despite philosophical beliefs or ideological leaning, is prepared, rather is free to come to our program and air their views. This is what makes us special. We don't discriminate we are here to live as members of the same Biafra family. This is why we keep on moving forward when others are moving backwards. So, this evening, we are going to highlight on some of the major achievements of the bim-massob family. That's the Biafran independent movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra under the able leadership of Chief Dr. Wazirike. While we are highlighting all these things, we shall be inviting our young brothers and sisters to be part of the bim-massob family. Move down to Owerri headquarters or to your own zone and get registered. Be part of the BIM because it is the only group. It is the only group that offers us, something important in this our struggle. The only group that guarantees us our security, our protection. The only group that is sincere with this Biafra struggle. The only group that you will belong and you will have nothing to fear. Because we are not preaching wars, we are preaching peace. And through peace, we are going to achieve our freedom. We don't want a situation where any of our people should die because we want to get to Biafra land. No, we would want a situation where everybody will get to Biafra land, live and healthy. Then the next thing we have to discuss is court situation at Abuja today, the implications. But I'm thinking, since it's very, very current, we have to start from what happened at Abuja today, from our correspondents, from our people who were there, or who would have known something about it all. Echezena Udeze, my brother, today is 17th of October 2017, and like Echezena, are you there with us, please?
I'm here.
Okay, like everybody knows, there was a court sitting today at Abuja where the leader of the RBL IPOB Limited was being tried for terrorism and what have you. I mean, I'm quoting the Nigerian government anyway. So, unfortunately, depending on the particular divide you belong, Nnamdi was not in court. Because he was not in court, the presiding judge had to ask or advise the people that granted him bail, that signed his bail conditions, to make sure they produce him in court next adjournment, I think on the 20th of November or so, or to forfeit the 100 million each one of them deposited. Whether they deposited 100 million each or not, well, I don't know yet. We have not fully investigated. But this is what the Honorable Judge pronounced today, that if they fail to produce Kanu in the next court adjournment, invariably they are going to lose their deposits. So, since Kanu was not there, some people were accusing, especially from his own group, accusing the federal government of kidnapping him and possibly killing him, that if they have killed him, why not produce his corpse for them to know? But if they have not killed him, why keep him in custody? And that it would be more appropriate for them to bring him out. This was what his lawyer was saying today. Of course, being heard by many of their members. While on the other side, the federal military the Nigerian government and the military are saying that they do not know where he is. Right there in the court, the presiding judge was telling IPOB lawyer that whether the military bombarded the Kanu's house or not is not his own business. That his own business is that those who signed his bail conditions should do everything possible to produce him in the court next adjournment. Echezena Udeze, what do you think that is happening? Is there anything that meets the ordinary eyes but which we don't understand? What do you have to say?
Anyway, my brother, thank you so much. I said it before, but this game must backfire. This game that are playing with the lives of our people must backfire. They are going to pay for it. So my first anger on Nigerian government is how they are using our own brothers to kill our people.
That's my anger. You know, I made it clear in one of my posts that now the kind of Nigerian government has 5 years agreement from 2012 to 2017 to destroy the struggle of Biafra, which Rafael Wamliga and Mazal have been doing hard work on. I said it before that Nigerian government has released now the kind of completely, the agreement is over. They just released him to go. So all these games they are playing now, going to court or not going to court, it's just a game. Mr. Kenan, please, can you tell me why they cancelled the first court case? Can you explain? Because the Nigerian government cancelled the first court case. Are you aware?
I don't know. I'm here to be briefed.
Yes. They cancelled that court case because they have three kind and everything is over. That's the reason why they cancelled that court case. Because they don't give any reason why they cut that and why they are doing it the next time. Ghana has no case to answer in Nigerian court, in Abuja court anymore. They have settled everything. Even the court in herself are playing game. I have want her to remove herself from this dirty game to avoid gross anger on her. There is nothing Ghana has to do in court anymore. And all those people that we are calling the guarantor or shorties, they are not the shorties. They are just actors. They are just acting to be the shorty according to the agreement and discussion between them and the Nigerian government and Ghana. That's what the agreement they have within themselves. Just to pretend that the guarantor. The Nigerian government is the guarantor of Ghana. They are the one protecting him. I said it before, this invading his house is just only way out of this mess. That's the only way they believe that they can do to fool the IPOB members. That's why they push to that side, just to have it as an excuse. Kano is somewhere enjoying himself, and the Nigerian army, Nigerian government, and some frontline IPOB leaders knows Kano's whereabouts.
Yes, exactly.
This,
Yeah, go on, please. Go on.
As the lawyer or whatever she is. Last time she blamed Nigerian army for invading the Ghana house. But today, he's saying that it is not her business. All she wants is for the churches to provide it now. Both Nago, both Nigerian government, both Nigerian army, both the top leader of IPOB and RBF, they know the game they are playing. But one thing I say, I repeated it again. They will pay either with their blood or the blood of their children if they continue this game that is taking the life of our children. They should stop it. I made it clear, and let me make it clear again. This is a game between the Nigerian government and Nigerian army and the Yago. Let me stop here for now, Mr. Ken.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you pointed out, a lot of people have been suggesting or saying the same thing. But then it is quite unfortunate that such a thing is happening within the IPOB family vis-a-vis the Nigerian government. If Kano had wanted a soft landing, let me say a clever way of relinquishing the struggle without anybody holding him to account, there was no need to expose innocent boys and girls to their untimely death. Invading his house was a ploy, but the most unfortunate thing there is up to 28 able-bodied young boys and girls lost their lives. just to carry on with tricks. Not just tricks, well, let me call it theatrics. It's quite unfortunate. But like you said, if a particular individual had decided to brainwash, hoodwink, deceive a whole lot of his followers, to the extent that many lost their lives in the course of defending somebody who had already signed an undertaking with the Nigerian government to destroy Biafra and be left off the hook. I must be honest with you, I don't exist in the spiritual realm, but 24 hours I know what happens there. There is no way he is going to escape the justice of the divine providence. Nature is quite adamantine, inviolable in its actions. It records all our actions, all our utterances with minute details. Nature does not make mistake. There is no loophole in nature. Nature does not skip anything. It records everything, every second, every detail. And as nature records all these things, it lumps everything together for a particular individual, the actor or the protagonist, or even the antagonist, as the case may be. At a given time, at a given moment, nature is going to drag you through the law of attraction of homogeneous species. In other words, similarities. Nature is going to use that particular magnetic force to drag you, to drag that particular person to the very point where lies the accumulation of all his previous atrocities. And the person will begin to read them one after the other with full force. Remember, if you use your right hand and swing a tennis ball on the wall, if it travels at the speed of 20 kilometers per second, it's going to return at the speed of 30 kilometers per second. That is true. And when it touches the starting point, the effect is terrible. This is what we are saying. Some people might enjoy temporarily for now, but in the near or nearest future, they are going to reap everything without anyone being left behind. Sonny Baba, are you online? What do you have to say about this particular game being played between the Nigerian government and the IPOB authority?
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, please, sorry, but we have to speak out a bit and check your background. There is noise coming from there. Please check your background and speak louder because our broadcaster must intercept what you're saying.
Okay. Can you hear me well now?
Yes, it's good now. Or better rather.
I thank you, my brother. I agree with the agent on what he said, because if you look at the situation of things, you can see that if you watch all the meetings, the people we have been meeting with, immediately he left the prison. He moved straight to Panik's house. Yeah, and the person that came to keep him from prison was a politician. Not only that, we had meeting with his senators. He said on his video that any day, he was found with so-called all these politicians, all these Localo and do, that people should know he was there, that he should be put to death. Now, when he was in the prison, all these Localo visited him. And after the visit of all these Localo kept saying that he has given him go ahead order to go and negotiate on his own behalf with the federal government. And his members was accusing all the Localo. Before then, May made a publication on National Day that he has already accepted to in order to regain his freedom. You know, I have been following all these things. And if you look at when he came out from prison, if you look at what he has been doing, he visited a woman. A woman has no, since the struggle started, a woman has no, don't have interest of Biafra. The woman has stand here as a front runner of PDP. And after the woman, he went to Biafra's house. I remember what Biafra did when he was the Secretary General of Tanzania. When Biafra struggle started around 2009, they were openly against the agitation of Biafra. Apart from the patron of in the person of Adolfo, that is the only man that was from Mohammed that supported the agitation then. So, after the discussion, if you look at his meeting with the government, he agreed with the government that he will come to the agitation. Who now review everything he said with the government was Elliot Duko. Elliot Duko told on his publication that he now they have already accepted to join the struggle. Then he will now move for his vote. Then, what do you mean that? After the meeting with the governor, the first meeting he made with the governor surveyed the community and said that their demand should not be absolute. See, this when they went at the back and had meeting with the federal government agreeing on one particular issue or the other, he will come to his member and tell them another thing. He demanded for soft landing from these governors when they did their last first meeting. Before they scheduled the second meeting, they now promised to come with some of the leaders. But the issue is that the people receiving our brothers and sisters who don't know what is going on. So it is unfortunate, in fact, it's unfortunate that such a thing happens. And my cry is that it's just like that very time everything was sending on the internet, people should all release to wire, come and defend him. I was telling him, you are calling people to come and defend him. What do you give them to come and defend? Is it an empty hand that you use to come and defend him? When you see that the military people that they were, in fact, they were equipped with heavy ammunition. You understand? So, you know that all these things are happening. And you're calling people to come and die. What should we call them to come and die? Why not ask people to vacate that area? When they come there, when they don't see anybody, then they can go back. And you call people to come and die when you don't give them anything. So, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Whatever that is happening, we have a plan day, and we know when we started this plan day with the federal government. He's just deceiving his people. He's just deceiving his members. So that's why if you look at the way he's behaving, the way all his attitudes and his other things, you will know automatically he has made an arrangement with the federal government to abandon the struggle. Still using the other side, deceiving his members, thinking that, and they were thinking that Nadi is taking this money. You see, it's unfortunate. So easy. It has been an arrangement. It has been an agreement made a couple ago, and he has been settled over this. He's not enjoying his work here with this. And even, he's not even after the people that died. Ask questions, ask questions. Since he came out from prison, what effort has he made? You know, to paint a city or to see the people that, the million people that have died in the Congo on the course of this particular problem, which effort has he made? All these things, you have never made any effort to show that really we are fighting for the liberation of our people. So we have been just playing the game. Like what was going to say, my worry is because of the life of our brothers and sisters, we are dying unnecessarily. But I really thank God. God knows the best. If you can play man, you can't play God. If you can play any person on this earth, you can't play God. at the end, hopefully we show why this will be all and all. Thank you.
Definitely. In the long run, God will tell us why He is the infinite God. You had an agreement with the federal government to either destroy Biafra in this our struggle or to give up the struggle. Instead of doing that quietly and taking up the blame, you gathered innocent people who thought you were serious. You used them as shields, as barricades. At the end of the day, the military gunned down all these innocent boys who believed in you. And you escaped to safety, even though you were the very person that shouted Biafra or death, no retreat, no surrender. We are whiter than snow. With 100 men, you could not level Nigeria. All you did was to sacrifice the 100 men. You are now enjoying your wealth, while the souls of these people that were gone down are now crying and languishing, whether on the before the throne of the Almighty or that of Satan, I do not know. Your duty was to send them to God, but what will be their fate is only their acts on earth that will determine that. Why such wickedness? Why did you head out innocent people to their untimely death? We are not here to comment. People will say, do not judge. But for you to call white, white, and black, black is not judgment. You are rather being objective. Why is it so? Nobody enjoys any wealth derived from the blood of his fellow human beings. It is impossible. Nature says no to that. And it is said, even biblically, that for every man's blood, there shall be a reckoning. You cannot swim to safety on the back of your fellow human being, allowing the person to drown in the process. Never. When they say Biafra is spirit, let us understand it from a better perspective. That there will be a time when everybody shall give account of their own stewardship. We shall know those who are sincere in this our struggle. When they come to preach war, without having anything to fight a war, people will say, oh, these are the serious ones. But the innocent man, Chief Wazirike, who has tried to lead us to safety through non-violence, that nobody should be maligned or dead. They say, no, he's a saboteur. He has betrayed. At the end of it all, why the person they called saboteur is still in the struggle, fearlessly unfeared. Those who tried to make Nigeria a Somalia are now in the hiding. Not in the hiding, but rather house arrest, protecting him from public opprobrium. Okay, are you still there with us? What do you have to say about this on this dastardly act being committed by the leadership of the IPOB RBL Limited? Okay. Uchen, are you there? Or maybe I have lost him. So, what we are saying is this. It is quite appalling that Biafrans will be so wicked as to sacrifice their fellow human beings, their fellow Biafrans. Because you want popularity, cheap popularity. You want to achieve fame. If you want to achieve popularity or fame, why not devise other means of reaching that particular height? Why must you sacrifice your fellow human being? Why this drama at Abuja? It's just all a drama. We quite understand a comic drama for that fact. Indeed, nature is watching. And because nature is watching, one day, in a common palace, they say, monkey go market, you no go return. Remember, those who have sacrificed the lives of their fellow human beings to achieve fame never ever live long to enjoy that fame. That is obvious. We are not here to wish anybody any bad luck. No. But we are stating the obvious reality. Let it be inculcated into the skull of every human creature that what you sow is what you reap. You don't sow cassava and you reap yam. You don't sow cocoyam and you reap potato. No. That which you sow, you must surely reap. This is a law and it is inviolable. This is what we are saying. The music will continue as we move on. Well, it is all a jamboree for all we know. It is all a jamboree. Gather everybody at Abuja, say whatever you like, address press conference. We can't understand it's all a jamboree. But the painful part of it all is that our brothers and sisters died in the process of trying to protect somebody who had already made up his mind to discuss the federal government on his own personal safety. It is quite unfortunate. We are broadcasting live on the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International. Now, Echezna, are you still there with us? Hello, Echezna. Sorry, Baba, are you still there? Yeah, I think there's noise coming. I don't know from Echezna's side. Yeah, it could be from Echezna axis. Okay, thank you very much. Now, look at this now. Some people are saying, oh, this lawyer, what's it called? His name is Jofo, so he's fighting, oh, he's a strong man. And I'm telling them, the gentleman knows the game he's into, and he is being paid and paid heavily for playing this game. Federal government paid him, the IPOB paid and paid him heavily. Now, the question is, why this conspiracy against their people? Why this conspiracy? We have taken time to inform our people, to sensitize our people, to tell them, look, this is all a game. But because they have invested much, they don't know how to start and sit and face reality. To understand that all their deposits were just a waste. Now, sorry, Papa, you are there. What do you have to say about this particular lawyer trying to still join hands with the IPOB to deceive the gullible followers, their own members, let me say?
Thank you very much, my brother. You can, this particular thing you said now reminds me of something. During the Christmas, when I traveled to my village, one of my brother that lives in Abuja happens to be a friend of this lawyer. And that my brother was telling me that, he said that, let him be sincere to me, that that lawyer is not a good someone. That is a very good friend of him. He's into all this yaki of the thing. He likes playing games in everything he does. You know, my brother was telling me everything about that lawyer. He said that this lawyer is somebody that when you have an agreement with him now, that if another person comes and deceive him with one thing or another, he will equally agree with that person. He has never been straightforward in his life. So the issue is that they really know this young man very well. And he's a kind of lawyer that he's a kind of lawyer, not that he's an expert in court, but he's a kind of lawyer that likes to make noise. People are telling me, he likes to show himself. You understand? So and this now make me to realize that what he said is true. Because if you look at when Obeta was seeing that particular thing, I don't know what came over between them and Obeta. They removed them. All of a sudden they got off with Obeta. You understand? So because they really know that this man is into this thing, that's why they call him. He knew very well. And I want to tell you, the coming back of Finland from London to be arrested in Abuja is Hareji. You understand? Because when he landed in Murtala Mohammed Airport, instead of him to drove straight away from the airport, he went and lodged at Golden Tony Presidential Hotel, Airport Road in Ikeja. And everything is so it has been a game plan. Everything they are dealing with the lawyer, with everybody, they are doing their game plan because they know what they are doing. You know, but I'm not angry because of the way they are deceiving our young youths and what the level they have brainwashed our people to let them that they don't even know, they don't even use your brain to think again. It's only what they told them.
Hello, we can.
Yeah, hold on, check that, please. Yeah, go on, Rosalie.
It's very, very unfortunate to have such a person. And besides, not only such a person, somebody who told him, say, the anti-woman is doing all this thing. It is just like when they said that they gave the first condition. When they gave the first condition, the IPOB members rejected the condition. Inani's parents went on newspaper and they said that they don't want this kind of condition. You understand? And they said that they rejected the condition. All of the sudden, the lawyer went and signed the condition and said that in the next 24 hours to the demand of the condition. After that, the member has said that they rejected the condition, that this condition is not meant for the Jews who don't like.
Yeah, the service is getting poorer there. I don't know, and I don't know if HS is still with us. HS, I may have to switch on. Okay, thank you very much. Sonny's phone is getting fluctuated. I don't know. So, are you still clearer with us?
Yeah.
Okay, go on, please, because I thought you have lost. I wanted HS to take over the stage. Go on, please.
So that is where you can see, that is where you can see that these people are not sincere to themselves. They may just deceiving us. Even okay, if you look at what happened in court today, when Benjamin and others was brought in court, they started that their drama again. You understand? Benjamin was shouting, "What we want is a referendum. We don't want war. What we want is referendum. We don't want." When you first say that Somalia will look like paradise to compare what we do to Nigeria, it's fair to give you what you want. That you will do in Biafra is by will, not by peace. And you are not taking anybody. You are not asking apology. You are not doing apology. You see, people that these people are not. You say this one today, tomorrow you say another thing, next tomorrow you say another thing, the other day you say another. Now some of the members now are capitalizing on no election in November. This is another thing you want to do to the
Let me tell you. Let me be honest with you, Sonny. Let me go. Okay, before I continue, let me give Sonny, hold on, please. Let us give the HS like that opportunity to say something now. HS now, are you there with us?
I'm here.
Now, in the heat of this crisis, where and when Nnamdi has eventually compromised, they are still shouting no election, no election. Now, look at the coincidence. They are shouting no election in Anambra, but one of the gubernatorial candidates, Sister Chidoka, who is contesting this election, was on ground today at Abuja. What do you have to say about this? Is that not a clear indication that they know the game they are playing against the common people?
Yes, my brother. I sorry to say, you say it finally compromised. You made a mistake, they will correct you. Now the Kanu did not compromise for the Signal Kanu did not stand for Biafra from the one. It's not for Biafra from the one. He only have the opportunity to fool and deceive our people, carrying them around without any direction. I told you before that the campaign for no election in Anambra is for a particular party. They are doing it for a particular party just to distract other people and hand over the Anambra to a party of their choice. You remember in 2015 during the general election, presidential general election, this is the game they play to hand over Nigeria to Buhari and to APC.
I don't know that it's not coming from somewhere. I don't know the angle, please. Please, everyone should take their backgrounds, please.
Those who don't understand their game think that they are doing it for Biafra and for the love of Igbo people. Without knowing the game is for the politicians. They did the same thing against Jonathan to take over Nigeria to their Muslim brothers.
I don't know. There's a noise coming from somewhere. I don't know. There's a noise coming from somewhere. Yeah, the noise is coming from somewhere. I don't know. So they take your background, please. Yeah. So they take your background. It should be there. Yeah. Okay, exactly. It was coming from your axis. It's now we can have peace. It's not better.
Okay, so the candidate that went there with them yesterday at Abuja also have his own game to play. But as I told you, they are all game players. They are just playing all these games to fool the people they can fool. But I told you that in this Anambra election, God will prove them wrong. God will prove them wrong because what they are planning is to hand Anambra over to APC or create state of emergency in Anambra. They have no single strategy or plan. What about the footnote is? It's a game they play and fail on that October 1st. And on November 18th, they will fail again. Maybe after November 18th, they may say no Christmas in Biafra land.
Sonny, please check your background. Sonny, check your background. There's much noise coming from there. Please. Switch off every device, please. Sonny, switch off every device. Good. It's okay now. Please, you distract us. You distract us a lot. Please, let us go on.
So now they focus on no election. Very soon, election will come and go, and Anambra will might a governor. Maybe next week there will be no. They will start saying there will be no Christmas in Biafra land. There will be no New Year at this time in Biafra land. But there's nothing again they will do until 2019. So you can see that these people are very confused people who have been brainwashed and destroyed. They have destroyed their bread and sow the seed of hatred and bitterness in their heart, and that's what they're walking up and down. Without knowing that the people who are leading them to death, and without knowing that those who are leading them have different paths, not for Biafra or good plan for Igbos. Sometimes I wonder why this election of Anambra is giving them headache. They really want to hand Anambra over to APC or state of emergency at all costs. Like sometimes I don't like talking about these politicians because that's not what we are here for, that's what we are pursuing. But just look at what happened in Imo State when what soldiers did You know, by making the statutes of what do they call it? You know,
Yeah, please, hold on, please. Hold on, please. Sonny, could you help us? If they're not confused, please get disconnected. Sonny, there's much distraction coming from their side. It's really painful, please. Yeah, much distraction is coming from there, and this is very, very. Any slightest noise, it picks it and relays it on air. Please, please, now go on.
no, I expected to focus on it, but Anambra is where they have the anchor. But there was no election in Anambra, in Biafra, I came from Anambra. But there must be election because they have no power to do that.
Yeah, of course.
Now,
Let me. Okay, now round up. Please let me go to. When you round up, let me go to each. Okay. Now you mentioned really Anambra election. We quite understand their game plan. They are very much interested in this election. Information we received 2 days ago from two of their strong members here is that they are preparing adequately for this election and they have a particular candidate in mind. That their intention, their plan for calling for this boycott of election is for other people, other parties, adherents to withdraw from coming out to vote, and then we then mobilize their own men to come and vote for a particular candidate, and the person would win. At the end of it all, they will say now they are very, very intelligent. We have come to understand this, but then we are telling them that there must be election. So at the end of it all, their members will have no option than to join in this particular election. And truly to the fact, like you pointed out, after the Anambra elections and their failures, the next thing they will tell us, no Christmas in Biafra land. No Christmas in Biafra land. Maybe their own Jewish religion does not celebrate Christmas. And beyond that, they will now begin to think, what else do we do to keep these people busy and to make sure they keep on contributing? Because this lawyer must be paid, Uchemefo must be paid, and the rest of them. This is what is happening, and we say it is quite unfortunate. Uchenna, okay, can you there with us? I don't know. Let me see if you are still there with us. Uchenna, okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Now, what do you have to say? It is now clear, very, very obvious, that anything happening at Abuja is a mere drama, something organized by the power that be, together with the IPOB leadership, to mess up our people. What do you have to say?
Yes, the truth is that the film we are watching, which Nnamdi Kanu now is the actor. The part 1 has come, the part 2 has gone, the part 3 is coming. We are watching them, and we are going to watch all their games, because already their secret has been exposed, and all their plans have all failed, because we are watching everything they are doing in collaboration with the federal government of Nigeria. And I want to believe that all their effort, because their effort is to thwart the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. And so they will fail in all the steps they are taking to see that they bring this to accomplishment. Just like H.S. I just spoken from Japan concerning the order the money gave. From no election, maybe by December, they will say no Christmas, no Easter. I think they are a bunch of confusionists. And that is why they keep bringing confusion from one angle or the other to see that their voice is being heard in Biafran land. But the point is that it's not about opening mouth to speak. For the fact that God gave you mouth to speak does not mean you open your mouth and speak rubbish. And let them keep on speaking rubbish. One day, Biafra, Mazzob, BIM will be vindicated. Thank you very much, Ikenna.
Already, the bim-massob family has been vindicated. People from here and there now talk well of the bim-massob family. Those who were against this particular group in the past are now gradually coming back. Even those in the states in Asia and every other part of the world, they are now testifying to the sincerity of the bim-massob family from the point of view of non-violent struggle. Everybody says it. Even our last guest speaker said it in unambiguous terms that Nigeria as a whole and the international community are recognizing the efforts of Chief Dr. Afo Wazirike through the bim-massob leadership to make sure that we have the Biafra of our dream. This is what we are saying, and this we must continue to inform our people. On the strength of these fellow Biafrans, let me still remind you that you are listening to this program on the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International. In the next segment of this particular broadcast, we are going to highlight some of the achievements of the bim-massob family and then calling our able-bodied young boys and girls to come and join us in this particular struggle, in this particular group, because it is the only one that offers us hope and Biafra at the same time. Let's see, enjoy our music.
Match your leg, match your leg, match your leg, match your leg like a soldier. Match your leg, match your leg, match like a soldier.
People are on the move. You can see the flip-flop. We are not obstructing anybody because we are not violent people. Every other person is going about their normal business without molestation.
I didn't know where to give my God to someone else to fight for fatherland.
Hello, we take our caller online. Hello. Hello, caller online. Hello. Oh, I cannot get in. The music is still playing there.
Biafra,
Yes, this is the movement of non-violent people. These are his security men. They must have been security.
Yeah, we are listening to you. Don't know. Yes. We are having you loud and clear. Don't complain. We are getting you, please. No, not possible. Now we have to go to the second segment of our program. That's the achievements of the bim-massob family so far. Some of those things that are worthy of emulation and which are supposed to attract our everybody, young and boys, the young boys and girls, into this our group, into this our particular struggle. We are making a headway, everybody knows that, and we find it incontrovertible. Sorry, Baba, you are in the mainstream indeed. Why we are pleased for you to shake your back once again because of the latest project. We would like you to highlight on some of the achievements of the bim-massob family. Sorry, Baba, please.
Thank you very much, my brother. I would like to hello.
Yeah, go on, please.
Chief Dr. Rafu was Rike. Nana Nage Goria, no one's in Indonesia.
Okay, so please let me take this call. Hold on, please. Just a few seconds. Hello, caller online. Hello. Yeah, can you hear us? Yeah, can tell us your name, where you're calling from. Yeah, we cannot get you. You don't have to stand at a place where there is better service. Shift your position, please. Change your position and talk to us. Yeah, go on, please. Yeah, we are not getting. Come close to the window, please. You don't have to come close to the window of your house and talk to us where we can get you better.
Does not mean I am with Biafra. Even the
I don't think there's a better network. Talk to us, let us see if we can hear you better. I can't hear you. I can't. It doesn't come through. That's the problem. It fluctuates. Okay, yes, I think it's better now where you're standing. It's just be better.
From today, go deserve. Because of that. If you get, kind of celebration of 18 years anniversary.
No, it's not getting better at all. It's not getting better at all. You don't have to try us tomorrow or on Friday. Please. It's not getting better at all. The service is very, very poor over there. We are really sorry.
And they believe no need to have make and then more why Jesus.
Okay then. Okay. So we are not getting you at all. I would not suggest you leave it either tomorrow or on Friday. You must a call back because right now the service over there is very, very poor. It's very, very poor. We cannot hear you, yes.
And I believe
well, let's send it on our WhatsApp line and then we'll read it because if you send SMS, it will not come. Most of the telecommunication industries in Germany do not have anything to do with the Nigerian artists except to relay information. But if it is in terms of SMS, so they don't receive it, that's the problem. Yes. We are really sorry. We are not blaming you. We are blaming the telecommunication networks in Nigeria that collect millions of our people's money, but they can never offer us good services. It's quite unfortunate. And that's what we're talking about Biafra. When we get close to Biafra, all these things will be a thing of the past. That is okay. Now, so you were telling us before on the achievements of the bim-massob family. But like I said before, please check your background of any other device, lock the doors and windows of the apartment to avoid noise filtering from outside and talk to us. Please forgive your brothers, please. 1990. Good is good now. I can testify. Yes, and go on.
World officer. So under area under Antonio. So Pastor John O'Fili, Katina Kagosia, and Massob, West one Massob, Jesus was freedom fighter, Moses was freedom fighter. No, no, I have been with I'm a hifon the group. Now, I'm a million life in a man, you Biafra. Jesus, and we are going to weekend. What's in the
over 70,000 Massobians, including Massob leader, who performed the ceremony in the person of Chief Dr. Rapo was recreated. On 23rd of May, year 2000, the assassination of our brother Gabriel Ogu and Joseph Okeke by government troops who refused that the Biafra flag should not be brought down. And they were assassinated on that very day. On July 2000, Biafra represented at OAU Summit held in Togo by Chief Dr. Rafu, and he was arrested in the summit and released by the U.S. Secretary General in the person of Kofi Annan. On 4th of July, the year 2000, arrest of our members, over 54 members of MASSOB, detained for almost 1 month and later released in Aba, Abia State. On 17th November, the year 2000, our hero, in the person of Biafra Logu, was led to rest, and the burial was attended by Chief Dr. Rafu was written, where he used the dead body of our brother Gabriel Logu to swear that any day he leaves this struggle, may his body be like uncasted.
Okay, now, so let me continue a bit. Now, let us talk more of the achievements, not just necessarily the history. Now, right now, there is a superstructure being constructed at Owerri, popularly known as the Ojukwu Memorial Library. What do you think is the purpose of this particular edifice being constructed by the bim-massob family?
Thank you, my brother. You can, you know, an evil adage says that, you know, it's good, whatever you're doing, you have a ground. We have a ground, we established a ground for the liberation of Biafra. And when you come to Owerri, mainly when you come to Ojukwu Memorial Library, you will see that it's not a matter of noise making or a matter of mouth watering. I remember the last time we had a very big visitor there, he shouted, "What?" He was amazed for the structure put in place. That place stands for now as the headquarters of MASSOB BIM, Ojukwu Memorial Library. I want to tell you,
please, is it only for bim-massob? Does it stand for Biafra headquarters for now?
It stands for Biafra. It stands for Biafra. It stands for Biafra.
Yeah, but of recent, we heard that some IPOB members went and took pictures of this particular edifice and then distributed to some of their members, claiming it is their headquarters and extorting money from them thereby.
That has been their business. That has been what they are doing, because since they know that they were not raised for Biafra. When you do something that is for the good of Biafra, they will now come and claim that they are this and that. Like what their leader did. Their leader now they hijacked the leadership of IPOB. He is not the founder of IPOB. That is not what we are talking about. The achievement so far is, in fact, is overwhelming. I keep on saying this, I remember our brothers who were abandoned, our heroes, our living heroes, our senior soldiers who were abandoned at the Oji River with the leprosy. They used to be beggars along Enugu Onitsha Expressway at Oji River. But our leader, Chief Dr. Rafu, was here, and the bim-massob family relocated them, rehabilitated them. An estate was built for each and every one of them, and they were relocated to Ope. And each and every one of them is being paid today. See, over 1,000 monuments have been built for our fallen heroes. Each tomb, we have over 1,000 monument tombs built for our fallen heroes, and they have their name, their name and year when they died and when they died during the war, written in the tomb. So a lot of things. It's uncountable.
Okay, thank you very much, Sani Baba. Thank you very much. I know if we keep on enumerating or detailing the achievements of the bim-massob family today from you alone, by this time tomorrow you are still giving us, the narrative. Let me say, Uche Diji just joined us some minutes ago. Uche, are you there? Uche Diji. Uche Diji, are you there with us right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just joined us some minutes ago. We have been discussing all along what transpired at Abuja today, the drama that is called the court process. But we are through with that, even though we are going to revisit it tomorrow. Right now, we are highlighting some of the achievements of the bim-massob family. Do you have any contributions in this regard?
Brother, I greet you. This is your beloved brother.
Please, sorry, everybody check your background. The noise is still coming from there. Please.
All my pastor members.
Gentlemen, excuse me, please check your backgrounds. Check your background. Somebody is leaving us to a noisy background there, please. I don't know who is doing that. Please, sorry, check your background once again. Let me mention those who are there. I think sorry, that should be a background or Blessed Martino. I don't know. The noise has stopped.
I think it's in control.
Yeah.
I think they have control.
Yeah. It fluctuates. That's a problem. Which did you go on, please?
Yeah, thank you, my dear brother.
So that noise, I may have to disconnect this Facebook Messenger because much noise is coming from there. We can no longer tolerate it. Our listeners are complaining, writing messages that the noise is coming from there. They don't know if they are hearing the noise or the speaker. This is the problem we are having. We have always advised that when the broadcast is on, suspend any other activity and concentrate. You can close the windows or the doors. You can even close to the main road. But when you leave all this is on and some gadgets on, you distract us a lot. Our listeners are complaining bitterly. Every minute they write, telling us they hear only noise and no statement. Why can't we respect ourselves, please? I will be tempted to disconnect every member on. Please, okay, you can take over the program. Please. I have done everything possible to call the people on Facebook Messenger to order. Yet the noise continues. I will no longer on that access again unless I determine that indeed they are prepared to cooperate with us. Please. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Yes, it is quite unfortunate.
I have to apologize to those who are not the cause of the noise. I will apologize to those who are not the cause of the noise. But because everybody is hooked on to a common front ground on our Yahoo please Facebook Messenger, then once I disconnect one person, others are disconnected. Bear with me. I have to switch off the loudspeaker on your outside. Go on, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, okay, I'm not connected again.
Go on, please. Go on from Makodi. So, did you hold on?
But we can go on and enumerate all the achievements of bim-massob since 1999 till date. But the fact remains that the Chief Dr. Ralph Wazuke has made a remarkable record all over the world. And the record cannot be broken by any man in the land of Biafra. And that is why today I want to quote Chief Dr. Ralph Wazuke. He says that one of his quotes is that now that the soup is sweet, everybody is now coming around to eat the food. Yes, the name of Biafra now is a household name all over the world. So everybody wants to tap from it. And that is one of the achievements he has achieved since 1999. He brings back the new Biafra struggle, the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. And honestly speaking, he has done a lot. The medium in which we are speaking today is also one of his achievements. Despite the first one that was being hijacked by our brother Nnamdi Kanu, and today we have another voice of Biafrans speaking from London, from Germany, under the name of Voice of Biafra International. The anchorman who is Ikenna Egonu Ebibiot. I want to also appreciate this effort that he has been making. And today we are his product. And that has been non-violence movement, and we continue to stand on that. And I want to believe that he has taught us that step, and we will continue to follow that step. So, if you are talking about Biafra, you must come from the angle of non-violence. If you are not from non-violence ideology, I want to believe that you are on your own, and you are enemy of the actualization of Biafra. And so, non-violence remains the key to Biafra actualization, and that's what we stand for. And so, we are still telling our people all over the world, please, wherever you are, please, if you are out for Biafra actualization, stand on the truth of non-violence. And that is the word. It just concluded 72nd United Nations General Assembly. Everybody, every country presidents were preaching peace in the world. And now, why should we, in our own wisdom of Biafra actualization, be talking about war, while the world presidents are talking about peace in the world? That is to show that actually we don't know what we are talking about if we go on that way. But I want to thank God today that most of our brothers, or the leader of IPOB Limited, all of them today, they are now talking about non-violence, peace. They have lost the voice of their war. Today, everybody now is talking about how they will bring Biafra in peace, which wasn't their first topic right from when they started, when they betrayed the movement. Today, they are now coming back to the status quo where Chief Dr. Rapp was really stood on to actualize Biafra. They have used that against him, that he has collected the bribe. That is why he is no more talking about Biafra. It is quite unfortunate, and they want to believe that every man, every woman from the Biafra land, they will wake up one day to see the truth clearly to their face. And that is what we stood for. And that is what this radio will continue to aid to the people all over the world. We can never change our stand. Our stand remains non-violent, non-exodus. We will never go by war. We will never go by fight. We will never go by insult. And we will never stop what we are talking, which is Biafra actualization. And that is why we will never stop the movement. So, our brothers all over the world, let us stand on that ideology, and by the special grace of God, we are going to achieve our dream. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now let me go back to Ghana, where Uche DGA has been waiting for us. Uche, yeah, now the floor is open for you. Please make it brief, because it's long we started, and we shall be ending the program in the next 15 minutes. So Uche DG.
You are my able.
Which the problem we are having is that there's no better network services for their own
achievement. The achievement of the bim-massob.
Yeah, Uche, we are not getting you at all. You may have to come close to your window. Please.
Okay, thank you very much. So, as I was saying, the achievement of the leader and the entire body of Biafran independent movement are numerous and uncountable.
Go
on, please. Now, Uche, we may have to continue from there because the service is very, very poor on your side, and it's affecting this particular broadcast. The service is very, very poor there. We are not blaming anybody anyhow, but the problem is that we have to take it where when it is clearer. Uche, we are not getting you at all. It fluctuates every second. I have to say that honestly, and I have to sincerely apologize. Now, let me know who next is online. Blessed Martino, are you there? Blessed Martino.
Yes.
Okay, Blessed, take over the stage now and make it brief because we may have to end in less than 15 minutes. Please. Highlight on some of the achievements of the bim-massob family under Chief Wazirike. These are the things that will attract our young boys and girls into the fold, because we are gathering them young. We want our people to join us for us to get them trained in the act of non-violent struggle. And this is what we are here for. Please, Blessed Martino, make it brief. I know HS must have slept by now.
Hello,
or please, Martino, hurry over it.
Yeah, I want to stand on what other persons have said. I think the greatest achievement today is that Biafra is on the lips of everyone across the world. I think this is the greatest of all the achievements, because after the Civil War, no one believed that there will be a time when people will come out again to talk about Biafra. But somebody made it possible. The person of Chief Dr. Wazirike. So I think for me, the greatest of all the achievements so far by bim-massob family is the fact that everyone is now talking Biafra, even those who want to go to violence. But at the end of the day, if you link everything up, all of them are still pointing finger to the foundation, which is Wazirike, because he was one that rebelled after the Biafran War. So this for me is the height of all the
Yeah, the service continues to fluctuate. I don't know if it is running over there.
so far has been mentioned. Hello?
Yeah, we are getting you, but at times it fluctuates. Okay, I'm sorry. We have to continue you from there. I mean, this is quite unfortunate that in the head of the Nigerian society, there is no place we can get a better network services to give our people information without being disconnected or disjointed. That is a problem. And this is one of the reasons why we are always doggedly fighting for a Biafra Republic. When we are back home in Biafra land, all these things shall be a thing of the past. And we continue to ask our able-bodied men and women, this is a time for them to come and join the bim-massob group. The only group that has remained unshakable, that can never compromise no matter the pressure. A particular group whose leadership is a man of the people, a man highly principled. Despite all the derogatory names given to him, he has maintained his stand as a true freedom fighter, taking his own people along without anybody losing his life, unlike others that will expose their own followers to untimely late death. This is what we are saying no to. The bim-massob family has achieved a lot. During tomorrow, we shall continue with some of these achievements. Because of poor network services, we have to conclude this particular program with Biafra war songs. Until tomorrow, we keep on from there. Thank you very much.
Sing aloud, sing aloud. Sing aloud. Show your voice, show your voice.
You can see the people of Biafra. We are not obstructing anybody. Because we are not violent people. Every other person is praying about their life. That's all the show. Under the able leadership of Dr. Wazirike, the Kelly One.
Maintain your life, maintain your life.
These are the security men. They must not bring security. They are afraid.
Match your leg, match your leg, match your leg.
Great people. Security leg.
Match your leg like a soldier.
Don't you worry if I have to die.
Match your leg, match your leg.
Okay. Get this way behind them,
Good morning, comrades in the struggle. Fellow comrades of Kalas Biafra. I am very happy to meet you in this August occasion. God bless you. Thank you. Please, would like you to tell us what exactly is happening today? Today, being the 13th of September 2017, we are celebrating the 18th year anniversary for the starting of the struggle of Biafra, National Biafra. Before this date, in Nigeria and all over the whole world, particularly the people that are among the people, no man, nobody or no group has ever come up to speak about Biafra until Chief Dr. Afo was the intelligent way she will the second comes up to start talking about it. And today we are celebrating the 18th year anniversary to the glory of the name of the Lord. Thank you, and please, what can you tell us about the principle of non-violence? The principle of non-violence is what our leader, Ijele Rafo, was really studied. It means that it's through non-violence that we actualize Biafra, not by power, not by might, not by the so-called Oguniwe or Shabatri, our fathers using Nigeria Biafra war. And that's the reason why we are using the non-violence to actualize Biafra, and since then, nobody has been there has been trouble, but not much that. And with that, you see that the peaceful people, look at the people, the crowd of people, hundreds of thousands of people gathering here, and nobody knows security is stopping them because the world and the Nigerian security know that we are non-violence. So finally, what message you have for Biafras all over the world? Today, I am encouraging the Biafras all over the whole world. Very, 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 very soon, the eagle will land. The Exodus will begin, and we will actualize Biafra to the glory of the name of the Lord. And that is what I'm showing them, and I'm telling them, keep forward, keep moving forward. Be steadfast. Very, very soon, the announcement will come, and we will glorify the name of the Lord. Thank you so much, Mr. Ozala. I can see you on a very high mood. Thank you. I will say long live Biafra, long live bim-massob, and long live Chief Dr. Afo. God bless you.
Of Radio Biafra and other sincere-hearted people all over the world for experiencely vented their dislike of the killing of the Biafran children